Yeah. Yeah.
That would be good. Quiet room for role playing.
Yeah, we could just keep it up.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I'm barely alive and coming to.
Sorry about that.
Couldn't help it. It was, I'm. Well, I'm not cheating.
I suggest we don't tell our role-playing mates about this. They might laugh.
Well, they're welcome to laugh.
Yeah.
I'm proud of the fact that I don't cheat and that I often find myself in hideous circumstances.
It makes it more fun, really.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see you dropping off the branch breaking and that tree coming down.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, God. So just as a thing, what I do when I'm DMing in D&D, one of the tools that you do have to help when there's situations where you're concerned about the player, which for me is quite often because I'm often playing with kids, is you can give them advantage.
Okay.
And you can also give them inspiration dice.
Can you?
Yeah, so when you see, okay, I'll read you the rules for inspiration. That's a useful thing. Inspiration.
And advantage, if you don't mind.
Yeah. Okay, so advantage is very simple. Advantage basically just means that you roll 2 dice instead of 1 dice and you take the highest number.
Okay.
So whenever you can see a situation where I have advantage over whatever it is I'm doing, you can say, okay, you can roll with advantage.
Okay.
Okay, so inspiration. Inspiration is a rule that the game master can use to reward you for playing your character in a way that's true to his or her personality traits, ideals, bonds, and flaws. By using inspiration, you can draw upon your personality trait of compassion for the downtrodden to give you an edge in negotiating with the beggar prince. Or inspiration can let you call on your bond for the defense of your home village to push you past the effect of a spell that has been laid upon you, for example.
Okay.
So what it does basically is it gives you, hang on, it's tough to tell you the exact mechanics in a minute. Gaining inspiration, your DM could choose to give you inspiration for a variety of reasons. Typically, DMs award it when you play out your personality traits. Give in to the drawbacks presented by a flaw or a bond, and otherwise portray your character in a compelling way. Your DM will tell you how you can earn inspiration in his game or her game. You either have inspiration or you don't. You can't stockpile multiple inspirations for later use. So you can only have inspiration once, basically. And once you've used it, you have to get it back again. If you have inspiration, you can expend it when you make an attack roll, a saving throw, or an ability check. Spending your inspiration gives you advantage on the roll. So that's basically what it does. It gives you advantage. So now, typically, when you get advantage, you remember before when I said to you, if I help him, it gives him inspiration and it gives him advantage and he gets 2 dice to push the thing up the hill.
Yeah.
And so I rolled 2 dice for him. That's advantage, right? You can also get advantage if, for example, if you flank an enemy. If there's 2 people flanking an enemy, one on either side, then your attacks get advantage.
Okay.
Right? Now, the opposite to advantage is disadvantage. And if you have disadvantage, that means you roll 2 dice and you take the lowest number.
Okay.
Right? So is this all making sense so far?
Yes.
Okay, so you can grant advantage anytime, as long as there's a logical reason for it.
Yeah.
But if you grant inspiration, then I can choose when to have advantage.
Okay.
So I can spend it, basically. It's up my sleeve.
Okay.
Additionally, if you have inspiration, you can reward another player for good role-playing, clever thinking, or simply doing something exciting in the game. So if I've got inspiration and we're playing in a game with a group, I can give my inspiration to somebody else. So and then I lose my inspiration, but now they've got it, right?
Okay.
So basically doing something exciting in the game. When another player character does something that really contributes to the story and is fun and interesting, you can give up your inspiration to give that character inspiration. So you can pass it around the group.
Okay.
Basically. So that's inspiration and advantage.
All right.
Right. So anyway, that's just something to know. I'm not saying you should necessarily give it to me. I'm not asking you for it, but I'm just saying.
No, it's all there for me to use.
Right. It's there exactly. So
Okay.
this is how we learn the rules.
Yes, this is how I'm learning the rules. Yeah.
Exactly. Alrighty. So I'm still in the camp, I take it, and waking up slowly.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. And you've got how many hit points? I said you had 6, eh?
Yeah.
And you've got altogether is
11 total.
11 total. Okay.
Maybe. Yep.
You get are you going to meditate?
Yep. Typically, you get your hit points back from a long rest, and you get to roll your hit dice to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I could take a long rest.
Yep. Go on, roll.
All right. Taking my long rest.
Yep.
All right. That brings me back to full.
Cool. Nicely. All right.
Okay. So there we
Okie
go.
dokie. Can you give me a picture of your dog?
Yes, I can show you a picture of my Steve.
Yes, I'd like to see what they look like so I know what I'm dealing with.
All right, one moment. Sharing my screen.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Can you see this?
Ah, okay.
That's it bigger.
Is that got hit points as well?
It does. It has stats for sure.
Okay. Okay. Can you read the stats to me, please?
Okay, armor class is 12. Hit points are 1d8 plus 1. Average is 5.
Yep.
Speed is 40 feet, so he's a little bit faster than me. His strength is 13. It gives him a +1 to hit and damage. His dexterity is 14, gives him +2 for armor class and any kind of dexterity checks. +1, 12 constitution gives him +1. Intelligence is 3, -4 for rolls of intelligence. His wisdom is 12, which gives him +1 for wisdom checks. His charisma is 7, -2, so he's got a perception bonus of +3, making his passive perception 13, so he's got about the same perception as I do.
Okay.
He's got keen hearing and smell. The Mastiff has advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on hearing or smell. So if it's a hearing or smell thing, he gets to roll 2 dice.
Okay.
His attacks, he has a melee weapon attack, which is a bite. His bite does +3 to hit. It has a 5-foot range. If he hits, he gets 1d6 plus 1 piercing damage, which is averages 4. If the target is a creature, it must succeed on a DC 11 strength saving throw or be knocked prone. So it can actually knock them down.
Okay. Like he's done several times already.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, good, good. Now I know what I'm dealing with.
Right. Now my Mastiff probably doesn't have all this fancy gear on though.
That's what I was going to ask you.
Yeah, he's just got a collar.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Can be trained as guard dogs, hunting dogs, and war dogs. Halflings and other small humanoids can ride them as mounts.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
Right. Good. Good to know.
All right then.
No. If I ever play a halfling, I can steal your dog. Good. Right. Okay. All right. You heal up. Okay, you feel a bit stiff in the bones, but that's about it, and the muscles. But you're doing, you're quite capable. Okay, it's the next morning,
Right.
and you feel like you're going to do what you normally do.
Yep, that's the plan. Yep, I'm a little bit
Before
more.
you go, the old man says, "What are we going to do with him?"
The family?
A halfling.
Should we keep him prisoner?
We could.
What about the other two? Where are they?
What, the wife and the husband?
No,
And
the two bandits that I left in the forest tied up.
Sadly, one died.
Hmm.
Yes, the knock on the head was quite a bit more than, literally hit a stone and that was it. It was history, really.
What a terrible fate for a poor decision.
That's right. And the other guy, well, he's conscious. What do you think we should do with him?
Well, we should probably interrogate them and find out where they came from and who they belong to.
Well, I think I should. Do you want to interrogate them?
I can try.
Is it your thing?
I have no real experience with interrogation, but I can try if you wish.
Of course. Please, if you would.
If I learn nothing, then I suppose I will hand it back to you.
It will have to be the case, apparently.
Very well.
Or we could give it to him.
Well, I say, let me try first. Before Ora rips his, what is his name? Ulrika? Ulrika. Before Ulrika rips their arms off.
He says.
Right. So I go over to the halfling.
Yes.
And I get a stool, if there's a stool. And I get the stool and I pick up a piece of wood with some meat skewered on it, right? Cooked meat from the fire.
Yes.
And I take a flagon of wine over with me, and I walk over to that direction. And I perch myself in front of the halfling on the stool with the food. And I have a bit of a nibble on the food. And I've got my weapons with me,
Yes.
but I put my bow and my arrows down on the ground next to me. But I've got my swords in my belt, right? And then I look at him. I mean, what state is he in? Is he awake?
Yes, he's awake.
Is he gagged or what?
Yes.
All right. Okay, I say to him, what do I say? I say that's quite a shot you took there in the woods, my friend. You gave me some trouble. I commend you.
What can I say? I mean, I have to earn a living, do I not? And these two are idiots. Well, wherever the other one has gone, he's an idiot too. They didn't listen to me.
Well, one of your friends has unfortunately passed away. I'm sorry about that.
I can live with that. I can live with that.
It was not intentional. I had no desire to kill any of you.
Oh, don't worry. I can live with that. That happens in life, you know.
See. Well.
But this one, he's stupid. I said to them both. This is what I said. I said, wait till he goes past. Then let the wagons come past. And we attack the wagons if you must.
Do you have a name, halfling?
Everybody has a name.
What's
Is
your
it
name?
necessary that you know my name?
Well, then I will just call
No,
you.
it's not necessary that you know my name.
Then I shall
But
call you Skunk.
Skunk.
Yes, that's right.
No.
So, Skunk. Now listen, Skunk. You're our captive now. And I wish to know,
True.
first
At
of all,
least it would be true, he says with his hands.
what is it that led you to this style of life?
What is it that led me to the style of life?
To this dishonorable style of life?
It's not what I would have chosen. But how can I say, I fell upon them. I owe them money.
How much money did you owe them?
Oh, I owe them 3,000 gold pieces.
Where did they get 3,000 gold pieces from?
Well, they didn't give it to me. That was going to be the job that they wanted me to do. They lost 3,000 because I wouldn't do the job.
What was
So
the
they
job?
said I had to pay it back some way or die. I'm quite allergic to dying. Don't like it at all.
Do they have friends?
Oh, they do.
Is this a gang that we're dealing with?
Yes, quite a big one.
I see.
Uh,
Where is this bandit camp?
Where is the camp? Well, it's about a mile back from whence you came.
How many are there?
I'd say, counting these two? Well, not counting one of them. Counting him, about 10.
Are they strong?
No. They're following an idiot.
Why did you find yourself entangled with these idiots?
Well, it was either that or
Why didn't you run away?
run away. I tried. They found me. You see, they have many different. There are many different kinds of rogue.
I'm
And
beginning to see.
some are good at tracking.
Is that you, is it?
Pardon?
You're a scout?
Yes.
And out of game, actually, there is a type of rogue that is a scout.
Yes.
Specifically.
Yes. I am.
I see.
I could not find myself. How shall I say? I could not find myself any honest way of living.
Are you hungry, skunk?
Very.
I take a piece of the meat off the stick and I stick it in his mouth.
The name is Shim.
Shim the skunk. Well, Shim, you caused me quite a lot of pain and anguish. Do you think you should be punished for this?
What I am at.
Do you think you should be punished for this? Do you believe in punishment for crime?
You're still alive.
I am. No thanks to you.
Well, actually, it's all thanks to me.
Really? Explain.
I could have hit you in the head.
Perhaps that's true.
I saw you drop out of the tree. Did I do anything?
Well, you did fire at me. Very well. I shall take that under consideration as I deal with you. And what would you see happening now?
Well, you're either going to kill me,
We're not going to kill you. It's
or
unlikely that we will kill you.
or you could give me a job.
We could give you a job. We could also turn you into the authorities.
Yeah, you could, but I'm far more useful to you as a man.
Alive. Hmm. I see.
I mean, and also, I know how to borrow things,
I
and
imagine
I
that's
know
true.
how to obtain things. So
It's
if you have
likely also
need of
true.
such a person, what did you say?
A burglar.
Oh, I wouldn't be so rash to call me that. I'd call myself a mere acquirer of needed things.
I see. Well, then, Shim the burglar. What to do with you? I will have to.
Shim Korek is the name.
Shim Korik. I will write this down. Shim Korik. Shim.
Korek.
Yep, got it. Halfling rogue scout. Okay. Well, Shim, I shall think upon these things whilst I eat my dinner, whilst I sup by the fire, and when I return, I shall have an answer.
Good. Do you
I
want me to
suggest
kill him?
Hmm?
Do you want me to kill him?
Is that the orc?
No, his partner.
Why would I want you to do that?
Well,
You're very quick to murder.
I was about to tell you I'm not going to do that. There's a sense of loyalty one must have, even to his enemies.
See, so he is your enemy now.
Well, if he's not around, I don't have to pay him.
It's true. So what does this band of rogues, these thugs that are hiding in the forest, intend to do over the next few weeks?
Well, now they have a strength of 10. They intend to basically rob people on the road.
See.
And when you are joining them, or when you are made to join them, whichever way is chosen, they test you out to make sure that you're good at doing what you do.
See, and you've been tested out, actually.
Oh, yes.
I see. So if I was to free you, would you go back to them?
Oh, no. No.
But there are 10 of them, and there are merely 6, 7 of us.
No. I have seen you at work. Though you have had a little trouble, with my help, we could lessen the odds.
Good, couldn't we?
Mm.
And how can I trust you?
How can you trust me? Well, to be honest, you can't. You have only my word.
Well,
And you know I can shoot.
as I said, I will need to think on the matter whilst I sup. And when I return, we shall have a decision. In the meantime, I suggest you pray to your gods.
I've already started.
Very good then. And I stand up. I offer him one last piece of meat.
He takes it.
I stick it in his mouth. And then I wander over to the fireplace and I think about what's going on. I say to, I go over to the old man. Old man. Are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Old man, I have discovered, I believe, the whereabouts of a camp of bandits not too far from here. I wish to investigate it. I was thinking Ulrika might wish to come with me.
Ulrika, do you
Yes.
wish to come with him?
I was
Yes.
even considering taking this halfling with us to test his loyalty. He swears he will switch sides. He owes these people money. That is his excuse for his behavior. If we take him with us, he may help us. And if he doesn't, we'll put him down. Or at least
Ulrika
restrain.
goes, you trust this one?
Not yet. Not at all. Perhaps we should leave him here for now while we investigate to see if he is true to his word and that this encampment even exists.
Good idea, I think. I
Right.
more trust dog than I trust him.
My dog is very trustworthy.
That's what he's saying. He more trusts the dog than he trusts him.
I'm saying my dog is very trustworthy. So, of course.
Indeed. Indeed, he says.
All right. Well,
Come.
you and I together will take the dog. We'll go by foot. I will go ahead. If I raise my hand like this, that means stop.
We understand these things.
Very good.
Be educated.
Okay. All right then. So, he and I and the dog, no horses, lots of weapons.
Yeah.
I strap on my armor and all my gear. I make sure I have everything that I might need.
He takes the sword and an axe
All right.
that has been in the back of the wagon.
All right. Okay, so we've still got 6 guards, right?
Yep.
All right. But they're guarding the camp right now, so that's good.
Yep.
Okay. I say if we do not return within 3 hours, then you should send a search party or cut us loose and consider us dead.
Understood, said the old man. But be careful.
I nod, and I start walking off into the trees.
Okay. All right.
Now, basically, as we get closer to the place where the description of the camp is, I start to use my stealth, and I tell him to stop.
Okay, and he does. You have found out on the journeys,
Yep.
when you've journeyed with them, because you have chats.
Yep.
You have talks when things are calm and da-da. You have found out that originally, when he was young,
Yep.
he was used like a gladiator.
Right.
And the old man's family came along and literally pulled him out of that.
Okay.
And so he's somewhat of a gladiator.
All right then. So he's not very stealthy, is what you're telling me.
No, he's not very stealthy. But then it depends on how many ones he can be to yours.
Oh. All right then. So all right.
Roll.
Stealth.
Yeah, roll stealth for.
For him.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I can help him with a stealth check. I can actually use the help.
Yeah, use the help thing. Good way to learn about it.
He gets 2 dice, and one of them is a 10, and the other one is a 19. So he does actually really well. I'm like, don't stand.
You discover he is surprisingly stealthy.
Right. Well, that's because I'm telling him where to step.
Yeah. Yeah,
Right.
But he's what I mean is he's even more stealthy than you suspected he would be, even with you showing him the steps.
Okay.
You thought he'd be worse than that, if you know what I mean.
Well, hopefully I don't fuck up my own stealth roll.
Okay, go on.
So, all right, here we go. Oh, you're fucking kidding me. A natural 1. You're fucking kidding me. Oh, I am so sick of that. I get
Roll it again. That's ridiculous. Come on.
it's a
Roll it
6.
again. That's ridiculous. That's just plain ridiculous. I won't even take advantage of that.
All right, 11 plus 1. No, sorry, plus 5 is 16.
Okay,
Well, you could say it was advantage.
that's better. Yeah, do it with advantage.
All right, so I get 16.
Yeah.
What you could do is give advantage whenever I'm trying to stealth in the forest because of the.
Because that's what you do.
Yeah, well, forest is my chosen location.
Yeah, that's what you are. That's who
right.
you are.
I'm a wood elf, I'm a ranger, and I've got Mask of the Wild. So
yeah.
Between those 3 things, it's fair, I reckon, that he has advantage in the woods.
No, that's fine. I go for that.
Yeah. All right. So I get a 16 then.
Okay. Even with advantage?
Yeah, that's with advantage.
Okay.
That nullifies the 1.
Because why you got 16 is also, maybe you're instructing him as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay, so we get closer to the camp, I hope.
Yep.
Is there smoke or anything? Do I see?
Yes.
What I'm paying attention to is how the dog reacts too, because the dog has got high senses, smell and hearing. Right?
Yeah, no, he pretty much comes to a halt. You know, you notice he's sensible enough to come to a halt and go slower as an enemy or something strange comes near. You've seen that about him.
All right. I say to Ulrika, do you know the sound of a nightingale?
Mm-hmm.
If I make a nightingale bird call, then come and rescue me.
Okay.
In the meantime, stay here with the dog.
Okay.
All right. I leave him with the dog and I continue on closer to the camp.
Okay. That's me that time.
Yep. What do I do now?
Okay. Roll your stealth again, because you're going closer to the... Remember, you've got advantage.
Nice. Well, my first roll was a 22.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Second one is a 5. So that adds up to 10. So I take the 22, thanks.
Okay, all right. Funnily enough. Yeah. Okay, you smoothly go to the camp area. And nobody sees you, hears you, or anything else. Could you do it that smoothly? And you are literally, how good that is, because it's my favorite number, critical.
Yep.
Okay. You're literally, the guy is like there, and
I can't see anything, by the way.
The guy is there, and you're literally there, knelt down. That's how close you are to him, and he doesn't know you're there.
So I'm just outside in the darkness.
Yes.
Basically, just outside the firelight.
He's literally taking a cigarette and throwing it beside you and stamping on it beside you, and he doesn't even know you're there.
It'd probably be a pipe, because I don't think they have cigarettes.
Don't they have cigarettes?
Cigarettes were invented in like the 19th century.
All right, you know how you knock out your pipe in front of him? Yeah. He does that.
Okay.
And he literally gets off the stone he's sitting on and walks away to continue guarding.
I walk around the camp using my stealth, etc. And I try to count how many there are.
Okay, there are, at the moment, in-house, you make out at least 18.
18?
Yes.
So there's at least 8 more than the guy said?
Yeah.
So he's either lying or they've grown in numbers in the last day.
Yeah.
Okay.
You think they're growing in numbers because some of them are talking to each other, but there are a few that seem like, you know, you see people who are new to a place
Right.
and kind of don't know what to do, kind of thing. And they're younger.
Okay. I just realized I have to change my armor from scale mail because I just realized what one of the icons on my character was.
What?
If I wear scale mail, I get disadvantage to stealth checks, so I'm going to have to ditch the scale mail. Fuck. Okay.
Is there any kind of magic you know that can make it calm?
Well, unless you give me magic scale mail.
Throw a 20-sided dice.
I mean, I can just simply change it to leather armor. It's not a big deal.
Let's just shut up.
14.
14. Yep, you've got. It was given as a gift to you.
All right, then.
From your family. It's an heirloom.
I'll take that then.
It's an heirloom.
All right. I will see if I can find a magic item. I'll do it later. I'll do it when we're not playing. Okay. So that's fine. Thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Now it makes it easy for me to.
All right. So I sneak around the camp and count the numbers, listen to their conversation, look at the tactical advantages and disadvantages that they have. I look at their weapons and see how tough they are. And basically I try to get an idea about, how strong is this group and how strong is their position?
They've got strong people in there. About 3 of them you can count as strong. But they don't seem to have too much organization.
Right.
It doesn't seem to be, you haven't seen anybody who everybody else looks up to.
Right.
Okay. And they are talking about the 3 that went out on testing.
Ah, okay.
Yep.
Right. So there would be 21 of them altogether, but one's dead, so there's 22, and we've got the other one, and in fact we've got the other 2 down. Okay.
Yep. They're talking about them and how the hell have they buggered up and,
When are they expecting them to come back?
Well, they should have been back hours ago.
Right. Okay.
They were only supposed to scout.
Right.
And teach that halfling, make that halfling work.
All right.
Make it work.
Okay. I'm going to go back to our camp, go back and find Orica and the dog and travel back to the camp.
Yep. They're sitting there waiting.
All right.
Orica's disappointed.
All right. I go back to the camp and I go to the old man and I say, this is what I've learned.
Yeah.
And I say, now, if you're planning to take this castle back, how far away is the castle, first of all? Because in my own mind, because I'm the guide, right? So I should know how far away the castle is.
Another 2 days.
Another 2 days, okay. So this is going to be inside the range of that castle.
Yes.
So if he was the lord of that castle, this would be part of his problem.
Yes.
Okay. So it occurs to me that we really do need to do something about these guys, because if the castle was at 500 miles away, then who cares? This is not going to be our problem. This is the problem of the city behind us.
Yeah.
But seeing as this is actually going to be part of his holdings, yes. I assume,
it is.
Then we are going to have to clear these fucking marauders out.
Yep.
All right. I say to the old man, now I have a plan. My plan is this. We send the halfling to the camp to tell them that they all need to run away in this direction because there is a regiment of Vein Gate soldiers on their way through the area who are planning to put them down. And hopefully they will flee in our direction where we can set an ambush for them with our soldiers. Now, there are about 13 of them, I think. Or was it? No, it was more than that. It was 18. 18 of them.
18.
Now, if we're careful, we can set a trap for them.
Oh. Very technical thinking, young man, he says.
So the question is, Do we trust the halfling to do the job? And secondly, where do we set the trap and how?
All right. The old man paces up and down.
They are expecting the halfling back any time now. This would be a good time.
You'd better go and ask the halfling then.
Very well. I go over to the halfling and I take my stool and I take another thing of meat. And I sit down in front of him and I say, well, Shim, after some due consideration.
Now remember, you tied Shim up, didn't you?
Yeah, he's tied to the wagon.
Yep.
He's tied to the wagon wheel, in fact. Basically, he's, crucified on the wagon wheel.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Right. All right. Well, Shim, here's a piece of meat. This is for your trouble.
Thank you.
Well, you told me one thing was true. The camp is indeed where you said it was.
Mm-hmm.
However,
Why lie?
there are 18 of them, not 10.
18?
Yes.
But there were 10.
Can I make an insight check to see if he's lying?
Okay, go.
Ooh, I get a 19 plus 1 is 20.
He is not lying. Not to you. He looks surprised.
However, most of them look like they're new recruits. They look like they have little experience.
Ah, they don't like to grab the orphans.
I see. Well, they're expecting you back.
They are. And they're fortunate I'm not going back.
Well, it might be that you are going back, because I'm thinking...
Hey, whoa, 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 whoa. I thought I heard you say I'm going back.
Yes.
Why would I go back? What good reason would I have to go back?
Well, if you wish to free yourself of your debts to them, you need to help and assist by leading them into our trap.
That could get me killed.
It could.
It could, young master. Really, it could.
Yes, but we're going to lead them into a trap one way or another, and you will be involved one way or another. And we need to test your loyalty.
You need to test my loyalty. I can understand that. I kind of really understand that, yes. But could we test my loyalty something up the way that I might live in? Because I like being alive. That's how I got in this mess in the first place, because I like being alive.
Well, none of our soldiers will attack you if you do what you're asked to do. And none of their people will know that you're a traitor. So they won't attack you either.
I see the logic in that. I hate it, but I see the logic in that.
Besides, you didn't seem like such a coward in the woods earlier. I thought you were very courageous.
Then he slips his hands out of the thing and says, "Oh, no, my lord, no, 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 no. I'm not a coward by any stretch of the imagination. I mean," and then he puts his arm back in the tie-ups again. And goes, "I mean, well, if this is the only way you can see, my lord, it shall be."
I sigh. Well, you better get ready then. Prepare yourself.
I need weapons. Because I left with weapons. If I come back without them, they'll wonder.
We will give you your weapons before we leave.
Good, 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 good. Can I have an apple or something?
Yes, you best feed yourself. I asked one of the people to come and help me feed him. Bring him some food. Bring him some food. Bring him some wine. Not too much wine either.
Oh, look, you dropped a gold piece. Here. Terrible, terrible, terrible. You dropped a gold piece.
I did not drop a gold piece.
Pardon?
I did not drop a gold piece, you thief.
Well, it was right on the floor here, on the grass.
I pull out my short sword and push him up against the wall, and I say, if you dare attempt to burgle me, again, I will kill you.
Burgle you? Well, I realize you're making mistakes and you're under pressure. So I'm going to forgive you for that comment.
You need to get yourself together for what you are about to do.
Yes, my young lord, I will do so.
Young lord.
If you would let me now go. After all, I must get ready.
I say to two of the guards, I beckon two of the guards to come over.
Yes.
I say, keep an eye on this one. Do not let him leave. Do not let him touch anything. Watch out that he does not steal anything. If he does a single thing that is not what he's been directly asked to do, tie him back up and make sure you tie him extraordinarily firmly.
Yes.
He is
As
good
you wish, sir.
I say, he has already slipped these bonds once. Whoever tied these bonds did a failing job.
I am sorry, that's my responsibility, sir. I thought I did it well.
Well, you did not. This halfling thief was able to escape. You were just lucky he did not choose to run away.
Forgive me. They take him off, and he's going, listen, oh, gee, look, that
Just
watch.
feed him and clothe him.
He
keeps talking, gag him.
He stops immediately.
Right. So I need to go and scout out a location for an ambush, basically. So I start thinking about that. Now, I know these woods or not? This is outside my real private. This is not my homeland, exactly.
It's outside your domain, true.
Right.
Roll a 20 for me again.
Do I have any survival check bonuses or anything like that? Or
yeah, put a bonus on it.
All right, 13 plus 3 is 16.
It's outside your range, but in common sense, anybody who knows the forest should know how to do a good ambush.
Right.
And be able to, because
I'm trying to think of a ravine or something like that, or somewhere where there's a good place that I can capture them in a tight space.
Okay, there is a bit where they have to, if they on a horse, they have to go single file to come through that you find.
All right.
That suits your.
Who's the senior soldier? Besides, I mean, I'm guessing not the orc, because the orc's not very bright from what I can tell.
The orc is really connected to the old man.
Right.
And roll your intelligence, please. Because you've been with him for a while, I'll give you that.
14 total.
Okay, you think Mr. Orc is brighter than he's acting with you.
Okay.
Because he doesn't know you well, but you think he's seeing what's going on. So he's playing Mr. Dum Dum.
Right.
But there have been little things he's done that you go, hang on, wait a minute. Just in the back of your head have been stored up there.
Okay. All right then. I am going to. All right, I'm going to go up there alone first of all, and then just check out the ravine or whatever that spot.
Okay, roll and see if it really does suit your purpose. Your what is it?
Intelligence.
Survival and intelligence.
Is it wisdom or is it intelligence?
Wisdom.
All right.
Because it takes a bit of wisdom to figure out an ambush.
15 plus 3 is 18.
18, yeah, perfect place. Also, you notice it's muddy.
Okay.
So if they've got people walking, they're not going to walk very fast. because that mud is thick.
Right. So what I want to do is try and figure out a plan where I can put people where we can basically be hiding until they get to the position where they're most unable to defend themselves.
Okay.
And where we can shoot down on them with missile weapons, preferably
Well,
bows, crossbows, that kind of stuff.
okay. There is a position that you see that is slightly raised up,
Yep.
and it's a person could lay there and not be seen, and
yeah.
they'll be walking. Watch my hands.
I can't see your hands, Barry. All I can see on your screen is black.
Oh, black. Okay. All right. It's raised up so that they would be coming towards you, but it's high enough that unless they look up really hard,
Yeah.
they won't see anybody.
Okay. All right. So basically the plan is that when they get to that point, we're going to start shooting at them from all sides. That's my objective, is to shoot from all sides, not just the front, but also the back and the sides.
Yeah.
And then once we've loosened our arrows and when they start drawing their weapons, then we ride in off on horseback, or either that or we just, go down on foot and finish them off as quickly as possible.
Okay.
So
okay, you'll be able to do that because there are places where, like, you could put a person up a tree,
right,
and they would never see them.
Right. Do we have enough bows and arrows and crossbows between us?
2 of the guards have bows.
Okay.
You've got a bow. That's 3. You'll have to ask, like, the woman's husband if he can. The mother and the father, if he can do anything. You'll have to check what they can do.
Oh, I'm not going to involve them. They're civilians.
Okay. All right.
I just want the soldiers.
Okay. Yeah, most of your people could take them out.
Okay. So it's going to be like 7 versus 18.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad odds.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Remember, one of your people is an ogre, though.
An orc.
An orc, rather. Sorry.
There's a big difference.
An orc. Yeah.
Do you want me to show you a picture of an ogre and then a picture of an orc?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so an orc. Orc. Well, there's a variety of orcs, but they basically, most simply, I mean, you've seen Lord of the Rings, right?
Yep.
So most of the bad guys in Lord of the Rings are orcs, but this is an orc in D&D.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
That's an orc. That's a kind of a cartoony one, though, to be honest.
So what have we got?
So we've got an orc. This is what, what is his name?
How big is that?
He's huge.
Okay.
He is, how big is he? Shit. How big is he? Orcs are savage humanoids with stooped postures, piggish faces, and prominent teeth that resemble tusks. They gather in tribes. They satisfy their bloodlust by slaying any humanoids that stand against them. They worship Grumsh. They hate elves, especially the god of the elves, Corellon Larathian. They are ranging scavengers. They lead by might.
Okay.
For some fucking reason, I can't see how big they are, which is really absurd. They get to, as a bonus action, they can move up to their speed towards a hostile creature that they can see. They have intimidation. They speak common and orc. They have dark vision. They have about 15 hit points, so more hit points than me.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's an orc. Now, an ogre, just to be clear, so that you know there's a big difference. An ogre looks like, one moment please. ogre looks like this.
Okay, there is a big difference.
Right. So an ogre is like 3 times taller for a start. It's
Yeah.
huge. Like an ogre is ridiculously big. Like an
Okay.
ogre, yeah. And an ogre also is really stupid.
Okay.
And has like, yeah, it's just a brute.
Okay. All right. All right. An oak.
Yep.
All right. Your plan should work.
I believe it will work. That's the
Good. I'm
main
glad
thing.
you believe it will work.
As long as I believe it will work. Till the rolls start happening and the ones start coming.
Yeah. Okay. You get first initiative though, because
Right.
this is an ambush. You'll
Yeah,
get
that's
first initiative.
so. What's that called in this game? Is called surprise. You have surprise.
Surprise. You
Yeah.
get surprise.
Yeah, which basically means we get a free round of attacks before they get to attack back.
Yeah.
Okay. All right then. So that's where I've got like 16 minutes left at this point, so probably not much point trying to get into the combat.
Okay.
Unless you want to just do a description of the combat, which is fine by me, because then I don't have to roll any dice.
And you don't have to roll any ones.
Right, there's that too. Yeah, that'd be good.
Okay, let's say, give me one roll.
Give you one roll? Okay.
I get
So,
one.
what to roll? Is this based off my tactics or my skill?
We'll have your tactics.
All right, so should we use a would it be survival, intelligence, just straight out intelligence?
Let's try intelligence.
Okay, was it with or without advantage?
With advantage.
Okay, so I'm going to roll intelligence with advantage. Here we go. Oh, dude. I'm not even going to tell you.
Go on, tell me.
I got a 1 and a 3. I clearly was missing something.
Okay, all right. Your ogre friend.
Orc.
Sorry. Orc friend go, that's an idea. No wonder my people don't like you.
I look at him and I say, why? What's wrong with my idea?
Let's think out that idea again. So you and him have a thing session.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
And he points, and you're starting to realize, yes, he is more intelligent than his kind are normally.
Right. I make out like I was testing him.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. You want to try that roll again with his help this time?
Okay. Advantage. Okay, I get a 14.
Okay. All right, it's a little bit better.
It's a lot better than it was.
It's a lot better than it was.
All right. Do I think it's a good idea at this point? Does he think it's a good idea? Should I roll the dice for him?
Yes, please.
His idea, he believes the idea is, well, he gets a 13, so that's how much he knows about whether the idea is a good idea.
Yeah. He thinks you both done brilliantly.
All right, awesome. So then we set the plan in motion. Also, we don't have a lot of time to do that, so we
Okay, so give me one more roll, and it gives the outcome of the battle.
all right. So how should we
Please
do
don't
this?
get a 1, a 5, or a frickin'.
What we could do is we could roll a dice for each side of the barrel.
That big dice of yours.
Oh, it's too hard to roll.
Okay, all right then.
Just roll a
20-sided. Roll one.
All right, one 20-sided dice. Here it goes. I pray to Carl on the Rathian. Oh man, I got a 2.
Oh, you can't be kidding. This can't be happening.
This is ridiculous.
Get the ogre to roll.
Orc. He's an orc.
Orc.
He got an 8. Oh, Jesus.
You two are useless. I can't believe this. All right, get the old man to roll then.
Sounds like our force is about to get decimated and we have to run away. He gets a 12. Also not amazing.
He gets 12.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
I think we're going to get decimated. The dice don't like us.
No, they don't. Okay. All right.
I think we have to
There, now roll for your enemy. 20-sided. No extra help.
Okay. Oh shit, that was the wrong dice. Hang on. Just roll a single 20-sided. Oh, they get a 16, goddammit. We're getting our asses kicked here. This ambush is going very wrong.
Okay.
We completely underestimated how good they were, or at least we overestimated how good we were. One of those things.
If you overestimated how good you were.
And underestimated how good they were, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right.
I just call for us to retreat.
Eh?
I call for us to retreat.
Okay.
In the fight, if I can.
You retreat.
Yep.
Fortunately, however, you haven't lost people.
All right, that's good.
Okay.
But we didn't kill any of their people either.
Are you sure you didn't put the husband in on this?
That's what I said. I mean, unless he's got some kind of military training, I'm not going to put him in the way.
Okay.
I mean, I just pulled him out from under a wagon the other day.
Okay.
He's got a wife and children to worry about. I'm not going to jeopardize those kids' father for a fucking castle.
Okay. All right.
I'm a wood elf. I have higher ambitions than owning land.
Don't ask me why, but give me a 20-sided and with extra help. I'm not naming who it's for, just roll it.
Oh, 20, critical 20.
Okay. However, okay, you are retreating, right?
Yep.
And you've got wounded men.
Right.
Badly wounded men, all right?
Okay.
Okay, but remember the mud I was telling you about?
The what?
The mud I was telling you about.
Oh, yeah.
That part of your plan goes wonderfully.
Okay.
They are about to chase after you to teach you a lesson.
Right. But they get stuck in the mud?
But they really get stuck in the mud.
Okay, can we turn this into a rallying cry?
Yes.
And circle back in on them?
You can. You can now.
All right, so we try again.
Okay.
All right, so what do you want me to roll? D20 for
They
each
are
side?
badly stuck in the mud, so roll with help. Add on something.
With advantage?
Yes, advantage. That's the word I'm looking for. So
Roll
that's
2
what,
D20s. I rolled fucking nothing again. 4 and a 3 with advantage just failed. We can't hurt them, but they seem to be well shielded or something, or their armor is too good for us.
they
Arrows will not penetrate their shields.
okay. But they're stuck.
Yep.
They're good and stuck.
Yep, we can just keep shooting at them.
Yeah, try again. With advantage, because you do have the advantage.
My God, a 4 and a 9. The best I got out of that was the 13 with the +4 on it. Why did I have +4? I don't even know why the +4 was there. That's bizarre.
Okay, you're still not penetrating them. You might have to go down there and actually fight them.
Right. That's it. I drop my bow and I take out my short swords.
Yep.
And is it dark?
Yes.
I'm going to use that to my advantage too because I've got night vision.
Okay, and the other thing you got going for you?
Yep.
It's starting to rain.
Right.
So the mud's becoming more of a problem for them because they're actually in it.
Right. Well, I'm going to strip off my armor.
Yeah.
So that I'm not heavy.
Yeah.
Where is that equipment? I'm going to unequip my scale mail. And I'm going to go down there with no armor on, which is scary, but okay. So my armor class just dropped down to 13. And I'm going to fight hand to hand with my 2 short swords.
Yep, go for it.
All right. So is this everybody with me, or am I by myself?
Oh, no. Everybody's with you.
All right. So this is a group roll.
Yeah.
And do we still have advantage?
Okay. Yep.
Okay, we finally get a 16.
Okay, yes. You people are now putting damage into them.
Yay.
And they can't do a lot about it because they're stuck.
Have another crack at it. I want to take them all out.
The ogre's joining you.
Orc. Remember
orc. Okay, the orc is joining you.
Roll for him.
Yep. The old man's even come down.
Oh, well, your orc friend there, he rolls a critical with a 20 and he has, I don't know what his bonuses are, but he gets a crit.
He's hit quite a few.
Nice.
The odds are now lessening.
Excellent.
Because he just killed 4 by himself.
So we roll again. I've got 5 minutes, by the way. Literally 5 minutes. In 5 minutes' time, my internet cuts out.
When you die, I'll call that the end of the game. Okay.
All right.
He's killed 4, so that knocks down the odds again.
Right. How do you want to proceed?
Okay. So there's the dog now. Roll the dog's attack.
Does he have advantage?
Yep. Because he's a dog. He's not having trouble with the mud.
Oh. He gets a 17.
Okay. Yep. Rip the guy's throat out.
Do you want me to roll for the other soldiers?
Yes.
Okay. They get 15. Oh, my wife's coming down the stairs.
Okay.
All right. We better wrap this up now.
Okay. All right. So basically you did what was done at the Battle of Hastings.
Okay.
They got caught in the mud. The knights got caught in the mud in the real life in the Battle of Hastings.
Yep.
And the archers cut them to pieces.
Right.
Okay.
All
so
right.
there you are.
Very good. Thank you. All right, mate. I'm going to run, and I appreciate that. I will get back to you in the morrow.
Okay. I'm still looking forward to Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday is coming up.
Are the boys still on?
Yep. As far as I know. All
okay,
right,
then.
you have a good night.
Then.
Okay, bye.
Bye.